Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So in this video we're going to do something really interesting. We're going to be modifying the BMW, but it's not a mod that's going to make it go super fast. It is going to increase horsepower depending on how your BMW situation is going. But if your BMW is going to give you problems, we got it right here. And in this video guys, we're going to be learning how to switch spark plugs on a BMW N55 engine. A couple things before we start the video guys. Some people have been telling me you guys cannot hear me perfectly well on my camera, and that is because at the moment I am using my GoPro to film the videos, and I understand my GoPro does not have the best sound. For the longest time I was using my microphone that's underneath my shirt. For some reasons I stopped using that just because I know you guys don't like the sound, and you guys told me, oh, it's too low, it's too high. So what I'm doing now is I adjusted the undershirt mic a little bit better. In the meantime, after I fix my microphone, I am gonna get the shotgun mic that I had before, and I'm gonna plug it in. I have this little tripod set up right now, and I'm gonna just tie it around so you guys hear me way better on the process until we get that Sony A7 III so we can actually film sick 4K videos. But yeah guys, before anything, please go subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment if you guys have any problems on your spark plugs so far with your BMWs, which spark plugs you went for and why. So in this video I am gonna go with the NJK, and I know that's not German, but I'm gonna go with the NJK, and this is the number right here. If you guys can see, is at 97506 SILZKBRAD8S, and it only comes in packs of 4, and BMWs have 6 because they're 6 cylinders, so that means 6 spark plugs. So I bought 4 here, 1 here, and 1 here, so it's gonna be 6 in total. So a pack of 4 and 2. And one more thing that we're gonna be using them is we're gonna gap the spark plug. So we're gonna learn how to do that, and for that is really simple. We just need this little thing, which is the gap meter. I think that's what it's called. It measures the thickness. It's a thickness gauge, and it tells you how thick your gap on your spark plug is. Because stop right there, let me explain to you something. I know some of you guys may be telling, oh yeah, BMW use Bosch and other German brands like that. Yeah, I did that too, but that only works in BMWs that are stock. My BMW is completely modified, fully FBO with a stage 2 tune. When a BMW is tuned, you need to have a colder running spark plug, and they're not for any other car. The NJK, this exact number is only for BMW. So I mean, it's pretty interesting that NJK will do it because they're a Japanese brand. Not saying anything, but you know, I would think the Bosch is the one to do it. And I'm not just picking out a random spark plug that I found on the internet and just be like, yeah guys, put this one on. No, I actually spoke with Keys Motorsports and the guys from Boot Mod, the Pro Tuning Freaks guys, and they sent me a link of the specific spark plug that we should be getting for our BMWs to be optimized to the best performance with the tunes and the mods that we have. So this is going to be making it run super cold, not in a bad way, but in a way that the engine is not going to be that forced. So it's going to be really cool, and we're going to be using 3 of these. You guys can go whatever ones. They did not tell me specific ones, but you can have in gap between 0.23, 0.22, and 0.21. That's if you're an N55 engine on 335. If you guys have an S55, it's going to be different, and I heard if you have upgraded turbos, you have to go 18, 19, and 20. Go on the safe side and just pick the middle one. So for me, the middle one's going to be 22, so that's going to be working perfectly fine by me. Pretty much it, that's all you need. You just need a little picker tool, the one you're going to take your coil off, and then you just need the other plug. It's a socket that you're going to take off your spark plug from, and basically that'll be it. It's really simple process. It might look a little complicated because the stuff that we're going to be doing, it's kind of like complex, but I'm going to guide you through. Like I said, I have my dad in this video just getting changed and getting ready because I don't know, he wasn't ready, but he's going to be telling us step by step. Well, I'm going to be telling you, but he's going to show you guys how to take off the coil, how to do it carefully, how to take off the spark plug, and he is also going to show us how to gap the spark plugs, how to close the gap and how to open the gap if that's a case for us. One more thing, this spark plugs, so they already come pre-gap 0.031, and that's really not what we want. Like I said, we want to run between 21 and 23. So I'm gonna wait for my dad and let this video get started. Appreciate you guys. All right guys, so the first thing we're gonna be doing for this is we're gonna be taking the plastic covers off. So it's this one, the middle part, and the one over there. So for this, it's pretty simple. There's only screws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're gonna be using a 10mm. I'm gonna be using the small ratchet with a small socket. So simple, just come right here. You're gonna see they have a little arrow, if you guys can see it right here. And with that arrow, what you guys are gonna be doing is just putting it here, twisting it to the side, not too much. Do this one again, and then you come here, and there you go. It lifts off, simple as that. And then the last ones are just gonna be this one and this one. Just pop it off like this, and boom, it comes off. I'm gonna be doing the same process for the other one. Alright everyone, so the second step after you guys remove all that, we're going to be taking your engine cover off. we're gonna put it on the side. So after that, what we gotta do is take all this plastic cover off, because we're gonna be accessing the spark plugs that are all the way back there. So we have to disconnect this cable, so I'm gonna show you in a second. And we have to take this first, which is this. You put it to the side, you come on the other side, take it off carefully, because you don't want to break it, right? So you just take it off like that. And after that, carefully, you guys are gonna come here, and there's a cable right here, okay? So what you guys are gonna do, take the cable out slowly like this. Look, you guys don't want to break it. So same here, there's a cable, there you go. And then after that, slowly take this off. There's some dust that's gonna be over there, so we're gonna be careful. We put it to the side, and then now we're gonna be taking this foam part off. The foam part off is for heat protection, right? So carefully just remove it. So remove any debris, take it off like that, and then slowly start pulling it. Remember guys, you don't want to break it, so do it carefully. Watch out if your engine's hot, by the way. There you go. I'm not sure if my dad's gonna make me take this off, because like I told you guys, there's a spark plug all the way back there. So according to my dad, he says better take it off, because we actually have to take this bar off. So what we're gonna be doing is replacing this. So we're gonna be taking this off, and there's a screw right here that's holding it. So for that, we're gonna be using this tool, which is a pick tool. We're just gonna put it in here and then pop it off like that. Once this screw is off, you gotta do it carefully, because you don't want to break there you go. Once you hear the click, keep clicking it. Remember, you guys don't want to lose the screw, so be careful with that. There's another one at the bottom right here. There you go. Once you apply it off, there's a screw right here, so you don't want to lose that one. That's the one that goes in here. There you go. Once you take that one off, it should come perfectly right off. You guys are going to repeat the same process for the other side. If you guys see, like I said, there's one right here, and then there's the one right here. We're going to be using the pick tool for that, and then we can be able to take this part off, so you guys can access the 6-1. All right guys, so for the other side, when I told you guys it's the same process for that one, not really. We found out that you have to take this box that has some sensors, and to take that one off, you only gonna require a T20 torque. You're gonna come here, screw it off, and then when you take it off, you're gonna see there's another one right here. Let me get it close. This one, you're gonna use the pick tool, and with that one you can take that one off in order to take the bar. And one thing, you always guys want to use a towel like the one we're using right now for your zippers, or like a protective material, so you guys don't damage the paint of your car. We're gonna be taking this one off with a pick tool, and then you're gonna be able to take this bar off. All right everyone, so a little heads up, in order to take this bar from the middle, you cannot use any of the millimeter sockets. You guys actually have to go and get an E18. If you guys are from the US, you guys are only going to be able to find it at O'Reilly's, and it comes in a set, and you get all the 8 torques and everything. You can just get it and then return it. This is the one you're using. It's the star socket, so this is the one that goes right here. If you guys see, when you put it in, it stays right there. So we're going to be using this one for this, and the same for the other side. And after that, we're going to be releasing the 2 holes right here. All right guys, one little heads up before you guys start taking this one off. If you guys know about cars, so this is electricity all right here. This is live power, and this is all the negatives. This one, basically anything that's metal, but this one right here is positive. Whenever you guys are using your ratchet, so if you guys are doing this and they touches the metal with this, there's gonna be a spark, and you guys can actually burn and shock yourself and shock the ECU of the car. So some people, what they do is they turn off battery by taking off the negative. In this case, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna put in a glove around the positive, and then we're just gonna be doing this one. So yeah, watch out before you do that, because you don't want to shock yourself in the middle of the install. All right guys, so what we're doing right now, it's popping the middle center. So just stick your finger off the bottom right there. It's gonna be like that, and that gives you access to the 10 millimeters down there. And actually guys, it's not a 10 millimeter, it's another star socket. We're gonna be trying the A18, and it is the E18 again. So we're gonna be using the E18 for the sides and also for the middle too. So right now what we're gonna be doing is taking it off. You guys have to be a lot of like arm strength, because it's really tight. So remember, the longer the ratchet you have, the longer it is, the easier it's gonna be for you guys to push it. So as you guys can see, it's actually super tight. I'm gonna do the other side now. There you go. Alright guys, one thing my dad just told me was, whenever you guys are doing this, make sure to just loosen this ones up, the ones from the side, but don't take them off, because if you take them off, it's not gonna help it when you guys are trying to take that one off. See, if you guys take this off and you guys are doing it, it's gonna be moving everywhere. But if you guys put it here, look, it's not gonna move that much anymore. So it's gonna help you in the long run, because it's gonna be less work for you guys. And how simple, we're just gonna be taking the screws off by hand so we don't damage anything. There you go guys, and then we're just gonna lift it up, and you guys lift this part off right here, and it comes right out. Be careful not to scratch your paintwork, so you're just gonna put it on the floor. If you guys are gonna want to clean it, that's also good because of course it's gonna be kind of dusty and dirty from everywhere. Now we have easy access, but we're gonna take this part off. That one, I'm pretty sure it's a 10 millimeter. Let me double check. Yeah, that one's a 10 millimeter. And let me count how many screws you guys are gonna be taking off. There's one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the difference is there's an extra screw on this side, but I am not completely sure yet. We'll find out as we go. Alright guys, so we just finished taking out the screws for the second bar. So like I said, there's 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about this because this is a different part, so we're just trying to take at the middle. So there you go, there's 1, 2, 3 on this side, 1, 2, 3 on the other side. Carefully come here and remove it, place it on the floor. You can clean it later if you want because it's kind of dusty. And there you go. Now we have clear access to cylinder number 6, which is the last one. Now we're going to show you how to take off this sensors right here, because this is actually kind of complicated to take off because it's not about the sensors, it's about this metal thing. One thing we're going to be doing is taking out this metal parts with these sensors right here. For this, you're going to be using an E30 torque. One thing guys, I want to tell you from experiences before is make sure to remember, take a picture how this goes, this metal part, because when you guys are putting it back, it's actually really hard to put it back on because there's not a way to do it, and you just have to guide yourself from pictures of other BMWs how they have it. Do yourself a favor and take a picture, take a video of how this part goes. And this is only one screw. Right, we're putting the sensors to the side right now. Putting the E30 torques. There you go guys, now it's off, and now we have fully access to cylinder 4, 5, and 6. We just moved those sensors. You don't even need to disconnect them because these sensors just come like this and you can swiggle and move them around. So we're going to be starting with cylinder 1. We're going to be explaining you how to take off the first one and just guide yourself off from that one. So the first thing you guys are going to do is disconnect the plug that they have. This is a coil, and the coil, the spark plug is underneath it. So what we're going to be doing is you're going to lift this part up, and after you lift it up, you just go like that. You're gonna hear a click, and that's disconnected right here, and you're gonna move it to the side. And then for this, you're gonna pull it. And if it doesn't come out, what people do is they will get just a little ratchet or a wrench. Yeah, because you see my dad's trying to do it and it doesn't come out. It did, but a lot of people, they do is just come here and they just insert a tab and then just pull it like that, and it'll be easier to do it. Always be careful when you do it because you don't want to damage this part right here or other parts in the engine right here. But if you guys are struggling to do it, you can do that too. But if you can do it like that, it'll be easier. If you guys see, it just comes out straight. And there you go, that's your coil. You guys want to be really careful with this. You guys don't want to drop them, so put them in a place that are not going to be damaged. For now, we're just going to put them here because we're doing one by one. And our spark plug is all the way down there, as you guys can see. Let me zoom it in. There you go, that is our spark plug all the way down there. So for that, we're going to be using the special torques that I told you in the video, the special socket. So for that one, it's a special socket you guys should order from like Amazon. This is Snap-on, which is the best quality, but let me tell you the name. This is A14 S9714 MK, and this is an actual spark plug socket for BMWs. This just goes in right here. We're gonna do it, put an extension, and then we're just gonna be placing it in the bottom and then twist it. You don't want to be too hard on them because you want to break them. They're gonna be tight though, so you want to find it. Once you find it and plug it in, put the ratchet on, and it was gonna be kind of tight at the beginning. You see we're struggling a little to do it, so it's super tight. So it's super tight, you guys saw it just snapped off, and then just torque it off. And let's see how dirty they are. One more time, my car has 45,000 miles on the clock. Spark plugs haven't been changed yet. So this is still the OEM spark plugs except for cylinder 4, which has a Bosch that we replaced a couple of thousand miles ago. So after that, you want to do it by hand, take the ratchet off, and it comes right off. Okay, so if you guys can see, it's super dirty. If you guys can see, it's like literally brown. It's kind of normal for this car. It's not completely burned. So the way my dad just explained to me, if you want to see if your car is burning the spark plugs the right way, is this is the right way to do it. So the engine has no problems. It's kind of brownish. He said your car is doing this, is burning the spark plugs as when it looks smoky. So it looks black, kind of dark grayish, but dark brown or brown is normal, is regular. They are due for a change, so maybe that's the reason why I told the problems that we were having the last video. Right now, what we're going to be doing is actually showing the new one, and we're going to be showing you guys how to gap them. So we're going to take the new one right now and start showing you. Yes, if you guys can see, this is the OEM one, BMW, Bosch. I'm not sure about the gap thickness in this. So this is the new one. Yeah, you see, it's literally completely brand new silver, and this one, like I said, is an NJK. But yeah, just for a little heads up, this is the one that we're using. This is how burnt the other one was. There you go. This one's a little bit longer, just a little bit though. It's not gapped, so it's gapped by the factory, so it's 0.31 millimeters. I'm not sure if it's in millimeters, but you get the point. They're not gapped the way we want it. Yeah, this is the ones we're using, laser, and that's the thing. So right now we're going to be gapping them. NJKs come already pre-gapped to 31, between 31 and 30. Already tested them out with the gap tool that we have. You can get this on Amazon for $5. But yeah, they come 31. So what we're going to be doing is actually closing them. So we want to do the specific one, the Bmw 3 with the stage 2 tune requires will be, so we're going to do a stage size. So for this, we're going to be doing exactly a 23 and 22. So my dad's actually going to show us how to do it. So what we're gonna do just for closing, we'll slightly, don't do it hard. So slightly you're gonna hit them. Go and try. So it's just try and retry. So hit a little more. Okay, so the way you guys want to know if it works, if it's tight. So if you guys can actually go ahead and put it in, you can still wiggle it, it's not tight. So you guys want to do is plug it in. And if it clicks like that and it's not wiggly, you cannot move it, it's exactly the point you want them. So once that is done, basically just gonna put it back. But always make sure you're in the right pallet, they wanna use it. Tight it, remember, you just hit it a little bit with like a torque, or just hit it with a ratchet, or hit it with a socket, whatever it is. Don't hit it too hard. So we're gonna put it back there. Plug it in. And we're doing this by hand. We're not using a ratchet yet, just the extension. Twist it by hand, because you guys don't wanna twist it in when it's not good enough. Because if you guys do that, you guys are gonna break. Okay, now that it's tight, you guys see you cannot do it by hand anymore, so you're gonna get your ratchet, lock it, and then you're gonna twist it. And you guys wanna get it tight. Not too tight because you don't wanna loosen it, soften it, but just gonna get it tight. There you go, it's already inside there. In the case that you guys go here, and when you guys are pulling it like this, and you're pulling it hard, and it stays like there, you can just get, there you go. That's if something like that happens. If you guys have the one with the lock, it's not gonna happen to you, but something you just get, I think these are tweezers. Yeah, I think it's tweezers or whatever it is, but you know this. Simple as that. Then after that, we just have to put the coil back on. So we just insert the coil back in, push it all the way in as long as it goes. I'm gonna plug it in. And there you go, first one done. You guys have 5 more to go, but I'm not gonna be explaining to you guys every single one, you guys, because now this video is gonna be 30 minutes long, 40 minutes long. It's already long enough, so I already gave you an explanation how to change every single one. We're gonna get started on all the other 5. Remember, the main things is not this simple. We're doing the second one already. He's doing it by hand. Like I say, you can do something like this and pop it off like the other YouTube video guys do it. And remember, always save the 6 screws that the bar comes with, and the other bar comes with the E18. You guys can go back and rewind the video that I was doing in the beginning, so you guys know which one's the one that goes here. Those right there is E18s too, and then just put it back the same way you took it out. With that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel, like the video if you learned something. Sorry for the helicopter, you know it's loud here in LA. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like the video, enjoy.